What's up everyone, welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So we're just taking a look at Vechain here, and as we can see, it does look as though we are getting a bit of a relief rally today. We've obviously got this big bullish divergence that we've been looking at for basically the past week or so. Obviously, it does seem as though we are still heading down, stuck underneath a resistance looking something like this, where we are still getting rejected. We've obviously got this big descending wedge, which looks as though it is coming to a climax, just like this previous one did here. We've obviously got this big descending wedge where we broke out, we back tested that resistance into support. We come back up, we obviously find some good levels here, we come all the way up, and then we're forming a little bit of a second descending wedge here. Basically, we made that macro higher high now, after this big downtrend, and now we're making that macro higher low, and then we're looking for basically continuation of the pattern like this for the rest of the bull run, aren't we? So, in our opinion, Vechain, it's been getting smashed down quite a lot, but we would say overall that we're still very bullish on it, and we do think it's going to perform very well by the end of the year. Obviously, you can see here, if we throw our Fibonacci retracement tool on as well, you can see the confluence of these levels. We've got some resistance here, flipped into support. Again, flipped into support. Resistance, support, support, resistance. Come all the way down to support. Stuck under resistance here, where we roll over, come back up, resistance, and now we're rolling over looking for a bit of support, aren't we? And it looks as though, we're potentially coming back down, and we might get even a sweep of these lows at the 0.23 here if we do continue to roll over and, come to the very last bit of the apex, you would say, of this descending wedge. You can see here we're obviously coiling to a certain point where we are going to get a break to the upside or the downside. But in our opinion, it seems pretty damn likely. I mean, going into October as well, a very bullish month historically for cryptocurrency, basically every single year, and the fact that we're still in the bull market. You're probably expecting now that we're on support of this macro support line here as well. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instances ever since March 2020 here, since the bull run began really here. You can see we've had many instances of bouncing when we do hit this macro trend line, which we are touching right now. You can see we have touched it and got the bounce along with this bullish divergence here. You would probably expect a bit of a relief rally, which is what we're getting. A quick look at the hourly time frame here as well. You can see quite clearly all over the place bullish divergences. Obviously, we've got our histogram losing momentum to the downside whilst we are actually, the bears getting greedy, rolling over the price. But it does seem as though that reversal is very, coming very soon in our opinion. And, we're only one little rally away from breaking out, back testing this resistance. And then once we break that resistance, we're basically good to go to the upside, aren't we? Because we're sitting on this macro support right now with bullish divergences. You would expect the bounce to come very soon. We've been talking about this basically for the past few weeks, haven't we? And it seems as though we are really coiling up now to that final little apex of that move where maybe we'll get a little bit of a final fake out to the downside where we sweep the lows of the 0.23 here and do something like this and then get the bounce. But in our opinion, considering the amount of bullish divergences we're seeing, it seems quite likely we're probably going to get that bounce to the upside pretty damn soon. So in reality, we're flipping bullish as well on the daily time frame on the EMAs, as well, on the hourly time frame on the EMAs, sorry, as you can see here as well. If we do flip these into support, obviously we want to be breaking this resistance here, currently at around 8.9 cents, which we're very close to. And if that's the case and we do get the bounce here and back test, then we're obviously going to be looking at that reversal most likely. So everyone's super bearish right now, but we are still optimistic, and it looks as though we are getting that relief rally today. Obviously, we can only be stuck under this resistance for so long in a bull market. We are still, very optimistic that we're going to be seeing a lot of higher prices by the end of the year. Obviously, we've had a very bearish month with a lot of FUD and a lot of general bearishness in the market, but we do think things are about to get back underway in a big way, in our opinion. And you can see here, we're probably looking for something similar like we did before, where we come up, we break the resistance, we roll over to retest it as support, and then we get the bounce. So if we do see ourselves breaking out of it and coming back down, retesting support like this, that previous resistance, and then bouncing, then we'll be looking golden. So all in all, we don't think Vechain looking too bad. It is calling to that apex right now, ready to make that decision, but with all the bullish divergences that we are seeing, this being the most critical one here, RSI and the price action, the bear's getting way too greedy right now, and we're probably about to get that nice bounce to the upside. So short-term price predictions then. If we do roll over, we could have one last sweep down at the bottom of the descending wedge here. Maybe to sweep this low at the 0.23, but we would expect a very strong bounce at this level, especially considering that we would be in and around that macro support trend line. And then obviously if we do start to move to the upside, back test this resistance, we're obviously targeting the 0.38 first and foremost at around 10 cents, psychological target as well. Reclaiming the EMAs and, getting back up towards the 0.50 at 12 cents and the 0.68 at 15 cents. And then obviously, as we said, by the end of the bull run, we really do think 50 cents to $1 is a fair value for Vechain once we do start to get back up to those sort of prices and get that blow off top. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.